ladies and gentlemen, I had my first real big tournament just yesterday, and I played perhaps one of the best games of my life. And today I would just like to share that with you and see if you could benefit instructionally from it at all. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So my opponent begins with e4, right? Now this is normal, and now about 5 minutes before this game, I had studied the Elephant Gambit for about 3 minutes, right? So what I play is this. Now yes, Stockfish does classify it as a mistake, but this does have a very high win rate for black. So after he takes, I play knight to f6, and instead of taking back, he plays this, right? So then it says takes, I go here, he takes on b7, I attack him further, and he decides to get greedy and take another pawn. Now, I take on d5, just trying to approach his queen and try to trap it somehow. After this, I play knight to c5, realizing that his queen now only has 2 squares to go to, and I will be able to trap it next move, right? And so after this, he plays rook to e1, which is a complete blunder according to Stockfish, right? So after this, he goes knight to c6, which is attacking my queen, right? And because of that, I am forced to go to c8 because I want to retain the defense of the rook, right? And so he decides to sacrifice his rook on me, which is sufficient, I suppose. And after queen to d4, I play knight e to f6, right? Just making sure these 2 knights can defend each other. And so he plays d3, trying to get this bishop out, right? But I play here. The reason I play this is because it forks this back rank checkmate idea and this, right? And so he cannot save both unless he pins me in order to force a queen trade, right? Which is bad for him because he's down material. And so I go here, right? And he pushes. I castle, and for some reason, I was absolutely gobsmacked by this, by the way. He plays a3. Why would he do that? I have no idea. There's really no justification for it. But after this, what I play is rook f to e8. Now this is an idea you might have seen if you had been with me in that stream in my game against Stockfish. Now Stockfish beat me with this tactic in the endgame, although it was significantly more even, right? Because now, if he takes, then I can simply checkmate him down here, right? And so, instead of this, he plays f4, and I play knight to e4, right? And for some reason, he decides that trading knights would be a good idea. Personally, I don't know why he did that, but I play f6, just trying to trade. He goes rook to e1, and we just trade, and I decide that I'm just going to make a blockade here for his pawn, and I'm just going to stockpile pressure onto it, and it's going to be the whole thing, right? So he's here. I play knight to b6. He pushes again. I go here. And he makes this little pawn chain trying to defend it, right? You here, and he attacks me, right? But then, I get this nice little discovered attack, right? So when he takes, I can just take here. You should always be looking out for these tactics. It was a really great game for me. Although the time control was 40 plus 5, so that's certainly something to consider. I'm just going here, trying to attack this pawn chain, and he decides to take. I go here, and he goes here, right? So I just take the bishop, I trade everything off, he goes here, and it became a really, really simple thing, right? I just wall off all the threats that my opponent may have, and then after this, I just push, and up, 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 and it just gets really, really easy for me. Right, so instead of playing something good, my opponent sort of gives up here. I don't know why he didn't resign, but... well, this is just what happens. Right, so after this, my opponent found himself checkmated. Now, the main takeaway you should have from this game is just that you should always be looking out for these tactics. Now, even if Stockfish says I played like a 2400, just note that I played rather dubiously the entire time. Right, you should always be looking out for those queen traps. Like, whenever this queen ends up taking that B pawn, you really gotta wonder, is this a good idea? Could I get trapped? Right? And, well, as evidenced by this, he eventually did. And he had to sacrifice his rook to get out of it. And that was really, really fucking horrible for him. It was... well, it was some shit. So this has been Blundered Games. Finally blundering away a little more. And I don't know, this was just a really great game for me. And I'm proud because it's the first over the board game that I've been really proud of. And this is also your sign to try out some dubious gambits like the Elephant, or even the Knockmanson, which is well, there should be a title card appearing right about now for you to click on and see my tutorial on the Knockmanson Gambit. Now, this has been Blundered Games.